The sky area has been covered with blue, leaving a little bit of white here and there to show some clouds. And the pink and green areas have been reserved for fresh colors. Well, okay. We saw the first layer, which was the ground color, which is the sky. How we did the wet on wet, leaving the white areas. We put a little bit of blue in the wet areas. And then when that was dry, we came to the magenta area. Well, since we are not using magenta, we are using crimson red, and there are two layers of colors. One is a lighter one, the next one is the medium crimson. So this looks like pink flowers. Now what we are going to do is we are going to fill up the green areas a little bit, and let's see how that goes. There too we are going to be doing a green, yellow. So where there is going to be bright light hitting the leaves, it's going to be a yellowish green. You know that we are using a reference. I showed you the photograph when I started this. How to handle leaves like this, you'll have to learn by copying masters. And I was just talking to you about what I mean by masters. There are old masters, there are modern masters, there are masters who are now teaching students how to handle colors and how to handle the brush. So learn from them. As I am doing this, I am also going into the darker areas. I am putting the darker color here already. Just watch how I hold the brush and how I handle my strokes. They are going in different directions at different times. And the bottom of these bunches have the darker area and the top has the lighter area. Obviously, the light comes from above, so those areas are lighter. As you can see, these strokes seem to be effortlessly done. No, it's very calculated strokes. I know what I am doing because I have practiced it 100 times looking at old masters' paintings. You can't just look at a photograph and understand how to handle a certain kind of foliage. We can learn it ourselves, no doubt. Like if one master did it, another master can do it. But it's going to take a lot of time for you to decipher the movement of the leaves and have your own technique to do these things, which is going to take a lot of time. That's why we go to teachers. If you see Winslow Homer, I have sent some photographs of Winslow Homer to some of your teachers, and you can refer to his paintings and how he handles various kinds of tropical forest foliage and sky. You have to practice this foliage, these floral bunches, how to handle dark and light in various areas. And when you are actually doing it, you have to do it in casual strokes like that. You can't deliberately be drawing those. No, you can't do that. It has to be as free as that. And at this stage, don't try to correct. Whatever you have done, you will have to manage with that. Okay, we slowly build the green areas. I have put in light green areas as I did here. I have put in some light green areas, as you can see. I have left some white areas, and I'm getting my wash ready parallelly so that there can be some bit of wet on wet mixture too. Not a lot, but some. And in some areas I'm making it dark, pretty dark, but I'm not using black. It's transparent watercolor, so it's going to be transparent throughout. So my brush stroke is going to be turning randomly, and I'm also going to be leaving some white areas even in this, so that they will look like holes in the foliage bunch through which you see the sky. Like in places like that you see the sky. So here too we can see the sky a little bit. As we go up, we will do that. We'll leave more areas white, which we can paint blue as we proceed. I'm making the strokes much more sensitive, in the sense smaller, careful strokes. We'll go back to this area, make some darker patches, because most of the darker patches have become light. As I told you earlier, watercolor becomes lighter as it dries. So we'll have to paint darker than what it seems to be when we paint to get a darker tone. Or you can paint several times over it. As you can see, there is no fixed formula. Okay, take so much of a certain color, mix that with so much of another color. No, there is no formula like that. It comes with experience. Okay, now I need a little bit more of Prussian blue to make it dark. Maybe I will use a little bit of brown here, so that it will be warmer in this way. That's how it goes. So try to be bold and try to use darker tones, lighter tones, the way you feel like, and have your own formula. It will become second nature for you to follow this and get the right amount of colors wherever you want.